Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Big Mike back here once again. And today, and I'm sorry this is very, very late. Today I am giving you my results/reactions for the Fastlane pay-per-view that happened on Sunday. This is the last step towards WrestleMania, which is on April 7th. And let's go through Fastlane. First up, on the pre-show, it was announced that the New Day, represented by Big E and Xavier Woods, would take on Nakamura and Rusev. This match was announced a little late, so I did not have a prediction for it. I apologize. This pay-per-view was very weird in its setup, but earlier in the show, right before this match, Kofi Kingston was asked to the McMahon's office about the WWE title match, and that'll come into play later. So, New Day won. No Kofi back there. Yeah, it was an alright match. Nothing to write home about. Give it a big old bar. Big old thumbs in the middle. First match on the main show, SmackDown Tag Team titles, as the Usos defend against the best tag team in the world, Miz and Shane McMahon. And boy, howdy do they, in the Miz's hometown of Cleveland, Ohio. I think this is the best face Miz has looked in a long, long time. Miz has always looked good as a heel, but now as the conquering babyface, I think it works. And we've seen him do stuff he doesn't normally do, including top rope dives and frog splashes, and it was a whole lot of fun. It was a decent match. There was a spot where you had Jimmy on the top looking for a splash on the Miz, and Shane on the top rope looking for a coast to coast on Jay, and then Jimmy looked to do the splash, but Shane intercepted him with a dropkick. It was a bit scary looking, but I think it was good looking. Match ends after a roll-up by Jimmy. 1, 2, 3. Usos retain their tag team title. Afterwards, you see a disheveled, defeated Shane walking around. They find Mrs. Father at ringside. They yay. But then as they're walking to the back, Shane clocks Miz in the back of the head and then starts beating on him on the side. Then he turns to Mrs. Father and just grabs and pushes his face back. So Shane is a heel now. We're getting that match at WrestleMania. You know what? I'm more excited for that than I thought I would be. I give this match a thumbs up. Next match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. A championship that has kind of felt like it's been forgotten by WWE because they're focusing on the Raw side more. On Rousey, Charlotte, and Becky. But it's Asuka defending her title against Mandy Rose because she beat her once. I don't know. It was an alright match. Mandy felt like she could hang with Asuka. But then the ending came with Sonya Deville, who's Mandy Rose's normal tag partner, flipping up the ring skirt, going for a kendo stick, while Asuka Irish whips Mandy into the ropes. She slips on the ring skirt, and then Asuka kicks her right in the face. Like, there's no other way to say it. Asuka straight up kicked her right in the face. It was brutal looking. 1, 2, 3. Match is over. Relatively short, uneventful match. I wouldn't call it bad, but it wasn't good. So I'm going to give it thumbs in the middle. Hopefully Asuka has something decent for WrestleMania because she She deserves something, especially after being beaten by Charlotte last year, ending her streak from out of nowhere. Yeah, what's up with the WrestleManias in New Orleans and streaks? Like, first, it's The Undertaker's streak, and now Asuka's. Maybe it's time to stop going to New Orleans if you have a streak going. Although maybe that'll be advantageous for Kurt Hawkins in the future. Alright, next up, it was announced by Vince McMahon, who now is meeting with Kofi, that the WWE title match at Fastlane will be a triple threat match. He goads Kofi to go out there. They do all the announcements, playing it up like it's the title match. But actually, it gets changed to a handicap match against The Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro. Another match, kind of from out of nowhere, code subject to change kind of thing. And it was one-sided. Like, if you're trying to build Kofi, maybe have him win. But after a couple of near falls, and Biggie and Xavier were banned from ringside, but they eventually did come out, but they were intercepted by Nakamura and Rusev. Yay. New League of Nations confirmed. Oh, excuse me. And, yeah, The Bar won. I don't get it. I don't get the build. But I do kind of get how this is supposed to get the crowd behind Kofi more. Match itself, I'm going to give a thumbs down. Sorry, Sheamus. Sorry, Cesaro. Sorry, Kofi. Wasn't a great match. Next up, triple threat match for the Raw Tag Team titles as the Revival take on Aleister Black and Ricochet and Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. This was a great triple threat match. I have to agree. There was some great spots. There was a point where Ricochet dived from in the ring over the ring post and onto, I don't want to say it was a group, but, you know. And then after a shatter machine, 1, 2, 3, Revival retains. It was a very good match. It started off a little slow, but then it really picked up, so gonna give it a big old thumbs up from me. Next up, in a previously unannounced match, we have a U.S. title defense as Samoa Joe defends against R-Truth, Andrade Cien Almas, and Rey Mysterio. Andrade and Mysterio were set for a pre-show match, which no doubt would have been awesome, but I think this was a better call because this was easily match of the night. Like, these guys did some crazy stuff, man. Like, obviously the Hurricane Rana from onto Andrade from on top of Truth's shoulders. That was pretty gnarly. No destroyers from Mysterio, though. That's kind of a shame, but whatever. Joe ended up winning the match by submission. And, yeah, that was pretty much it. Successful title defense. I thought it was another fun match. Give another big old fun thumbs up. Next match for the women's tag team titles. We have The Boss and Hug Connection, Bayley and Sasha Banks, taking on the Samoan Slaughterhouse, Nia Jax and Tamina. This was kind of a nothing match. Nothing really major happened, but, you know, Bayley and Sasha got the win, so yay. What happened after that, Beth Phoenix was on commentary for the match, although she didn't really talk that much, which I found to be weird. Nia Nia and Tamina then start attacking her after the match. Out comes her old tag team partner, Natalya. The Divas of Doom reunite. And, hey, we might see them at WrestleMania challenging for the women's tag team titles. I think that'd be a wild match, I think. Maybe add in the Iconics. I think that'd be good. So, kind of thumbs in the middle from me for this. Wasn't a fantastic match, but it wasn't really that great either. Next up, for the WWE Championship match, or as I like to call it, the World Heavyweight Championship. We have the new Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens versus, as it was announced as a triple threat match, the returning Mustafa Ali, who promptly got booed because, hey, it wasn't Kofi. But at first it was a bit of a slow match, but it got turned up to 9 or even 10 very, very quickly. This match won the crowd and obviously myself over. And, Daniel Bryan won via a jumping knee to Mustafa Ali in mid-air. That was crazy. Like, that was really a nutty spot. I give this match a big old thumbs up. Next match. A match I was looking forward to. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte. And yes, I know we've seen this a couple times. But if Becky wins, she gets added to the WrestleMania match. They traded moves. They traded submissions. It was all good. I believe Becky was in a figure 8 when all of a sudden we saw Ronda Rousey coming running down, gets in the ring, punches Becky Lynch. Ding, 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 DQ, Becky's in the WrestleMania match. That was a convoluted way to get her in the match, but I would have liked to see her do it herself. So, it wasn't a really great match either, but I can see where they're going, so thumbs in the middle. Really excited for that triple threat. Hopefully that's the real main event, because WWE, even though you call it a main event, it goes on last, it's the main event. That's how it works, okay? This triple threat, Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, Charlotte, deserves the main event spot at Wrestle freaking Mania. And the last match of the evening. It is between The Shield, doing it for one more time. That would be Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, against the Midgard of Evil, Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Lashley. Start of the match, very slow, very methodical, blah, blah, blah. Then it pretty much got turned into a Shield Greatest Hits, which I really did enjoy. Ended with a Cerberus, which is what I'm going to call the Shield Powerbomb from now on to Corbin. 1, 2, 3, Shield win. And that's that. So, we are now officially 4 weeks away from WrestleMania. Fastlane is done, thank goodness. Pay-per-view, I'll give a thumbs up. There wasn't really a bad match, but there was some bad finishes, though. So, hopefully we get some quality matches at WrestleMania. Hopefully I'll see some of you guys there, as I will be in attendance. So, in that case, this is Big Mike, and I'll see you guys next time.